Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawks defense, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff. 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Here we go, Jack!
Panther 60, Panther 60, hustle, hustle.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Being chased out left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
18 Rattler.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Kevin Byard. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting to 7-0.
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now it's gone. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Past the 20, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Here's Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Oh, nice move. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 3. Second down throw coming by Willis. The toss here completed to Pittman. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Davis Price.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready.
2nd down, and again, it's Davis Price.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Ready.
They'll run with Davis Price.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
19 Tiger. Come 19. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Street.
Davis Price.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Cougar 19. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Davis Price.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Willis on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Malik Willis
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Goff going to shift him around. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, and translating into a big play to put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Goff now looking to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Across midfield.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Line of scrimmage,
line.
the 37 on 1st and 10.
Davis Price up the middle.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ty Davis Price.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Hold on. Check.
The final shot before break here. Goff going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Third quarter starts with a run by Davis Price.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And now an audible here into something else.
19 tight. Trap 60.
Here's Willis. He connects with Hyatt.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolves. 65 cat. Ready.
Now Willis to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 4th down, here's the option.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Hey, tilt it out.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jamar Chase.
52 yards.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. McLaughlin for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
The ball comes out. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Willis. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. And now they'll shift things around. And quickly finding Rager. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to Davis-Price. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Hey, check that. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Here's Willis.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jalen Hyatt from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff.
Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Listen.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Whirling.
Back to throw. Goff.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Dude. Ric Flair.
To throw on second down is Goff. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Another touch for Davis Price.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Pat to 60.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
60. Riggs.
Rager, the man in motion.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
Going for it. Here's Davis Price.
And I think the ball's out.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming day.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, with 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Ready,
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
average.